Good afternoon. Welcome to all of you joining us for the 52nd Annual Honors Award Ceremony at Mississippi State University. In these uncertain times, it is even more important to recognize the academic achievement of students and the teaching and mentoring by faculty. The faculty and staff of the Shackouls Honors College have come together today virtually to recognize these achievements, to say farewell to our graduating seniors, and to celebrate the entire vibrant, artistic, and intellectual honors community at MSU. As Dean of the Shackouls Honors College, it has been my great privilege to get to know these outstanding young men and women. Their intelligence, their energy, and their commitment to service and learning continue to amaze us every day we come to work in these beautiful halls. I want to thank, first of all, Judy and Bobby Shackouls and all of our donors whose generosity makes this possible. I also want to congratulate our students and their families for their sacrifices and hard work during the pandemic. We will be mailing Shackouls Honors College stoles like this one to all our graduating seniors, whose names you will see later in the program. At this time, however, I would like to recognize a small group of seniors who have successfully navigated the cursus honorum, or path of honors, and will be receiving an honors diploma following university commencement. These students chose to navigate a difficult academic path of 27 honors credits that included core text courses, interdisciplinary seminars, international study, and writing and defending an honors thesis. Welcome ad collegium honorum to the community of honors.
At this point, I'd like to take time to honor our students who've accomplished the very challenging task of completing an honors thesis. So congratulations to these 24 students. Writing an honors thesis affords the students an opportunity to explore in depth the topic of their interest, usually in their major, and helps them prepare for the rigors and expectations of graduate and professional school. This means that students took time to write, present, defend their project to a committee. It's an important achievement and demonstrates their ability to pursue and follow through on a research project in approximation of what scholars in their fields do. The work here represents hundreds of hours from students, countless discussions with faculty mentors, numerous revisions, likely some frustration and tears, but of course, feelings of joy and pride. In addition, this cohort had the odd situation to have to do so in the age of a pandemic. They've demonstrated patience, flexibility, and persistence during unique times. We're very proud of all of them. Kudos to you and congratulations again.
Hello, I'm Dr. Anderson, the Director of the Office of Prestigious External Scholarships. The Office of Prestigious External Scholarships supports students in the Honors College in developing applications for the nation's most prestigious scholarships. The office supports, among others, the Rhodes, Marshall, Gates Cambridge, Goldwater, Truman, and Fulbright scholarships. Nationally, only the best students become finalists for these awards, and to win one puts the student in the top half of the best 1% of undergraduates anywhere. Students in the Shackouls Honors College have had remarkable success in competing nationally for these awards. Over the last 5 years, MSU has had 3 Rhodes Scholar finalists, 3 Goldwater winners, 7 Goldwater honorable mentions, and 2 Truman Scholars. This year, the office worked with some remarkable students nominated for these scholarships. Samaj Red was a finalist for the Rhodes Scholarship. Last year, Samaj studied at Princeton University as a Public Policy and International Affairs Fellow. This year, he traveled to Birmingham, where he was one of 16 students from the region to interview for the prestigious Rhodes Scholarship. Congratulations, Samaj. Sofia Alvarez won a Public Policy and International Affairs Fellowship to participate in the University of California, Berkeley's Junior Summer Institute at the Goldman School of Public Policy. She'll be a University of California International Affairs Law Fellow and focus her research on immigration law. Congratulations, Sophia. Hannah Schaefer won a Goldwater Scholarship for her undergraduate research in biochemistry. The award goes to the most promising undergraduates in the nation doing research in STEM fields. Before COVID, Hannah had secured a position researching with a professor at Oxford University this summer. We hope she's able to do this research in the future. Congratulations, Hannah, on the Goldwater. This year, for the first time in the university's history, we had 2 JET fellows to teach English in Japan after graduation. The plan remains for Lacey Johnson and Olivia Steele to go to Japan in September to spend up to 5 years teaching in Japan and being an ambassador for the U.S.-Japanese cultural relationship. Congratulations, Lacey and Olivia. At this point, I would like to turn this presentation over to Dr. David Hoffman, my partner in the Office of Prestigious Scholarships, to recognize our students who pursued international fellowships.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. It is my distinct pleasure to be able to announce our various finalists, winners, and alternates to international scholarships and fellowships. First, we would like to recognize Elizabeth Lucas for her win of a DAAD RISE, or Research Internship in Science and Engineering, to Germany, where she was scheduled to go to the Dresden Technical University. There are only 300 of these given out every year, so this is an incredibly competitive internship program, so congratulations to her. Next, I would like to congratulate our 3 Critical Language Scholarship finalists. Critical Language Scholarship is a 6-week intensive study abroad program in language and culture sponsored by the State Department. This year's finalists were Danielle Allen, who was scheduled to go to China to study Chinese, Rebecca Van Pammel, who was scheduled to go to India to study Urdu, and Grace Barnes, who was scheduled to go to Indonesia to study Indonesian. So congratulations to the 3 of them. This is an incredible achievement. Unfortunately, the program had to be canceled because of international travel restrictions and for the health and safety of everyone involved. But we wanted to take a moment to recognize this incredible accomplishment. Congratulations. Next, I would like to move on to our Fulbright program. This year we have 1 Fulbright finalist, Joy Carino, who is scheduled to be an English teaching assistant, or an ETA, to Indonesia starting in January 2021. Congratulations, Joy, for this incredible accomplishment, and we look forward to seeing your work in Indonesia. I would also like to take a moment to recognize 3 alternates for the Fulbright program. They are David Sides, who had applied to be an ETA in Rwanda, Samaj Martin Red, who had applied to be an ETA in Germany, and Carson Katef, who had applied for a research study experience in Mongolia. Congratulations to you for your alternate status. That is also an incredible accomplishment, so we are very proud of you. Lastly, for the Boren Scholarship and Fellowship Program, which is run by the National Security Education Program, this is a program that supports study abroad, or in the case of, that's scholarships, and in the case of fellowships, research being done by graduate students. This year we had 1 alternate, who is Kelsey Slater, who was scheduled to, if she is named a finalist, which is a possibility, would be doing work as a PhD student in kinesiology. Her work was, what she had applied to do was to work in Tanzania on her project looking into sport for diplomacy. Well, that rounds up our international fellowship and scholarship winners, finalists, and alternates. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I am incredibly proud of you. It's a pleasure to work with all of you, and keep up the great work, and we look forward to seeing all the amazing things you do in the future.
Hi, I'm Meredith Maynard, and I have the honor of presenting the Honors College Faculty Member of the Year Award. The person who is receiving this award was nominated because of how amazing she is as both a teacher and a person. When you take her class, you are welcomed with a smile every day. She expects you to do the best you can, but never expects you to be perfect. She is very understanding and will work with you if needed. She understands that we all live very busy lives, and she does everything in her power to ensure that we are caught up in our work. It is easy to see she loves what she does because she is always enthusiastic and very encouraging. She is a joy to be around and brings out the best in everyone. She cares about every student as her own and is an overall kind and loving person. When I was asked to present this award, I reached out to a few people who have taken her class, and here's what they said. I love her energy. You can tell she genuinely loves what she does, and it's such a fun class. She's a fun person, and I love the personal connection she makes with you. Even if you're tired and having a bad day, you come out of her class happier. Another student said, I loved that every week was never the same, and that she always showed love to us no matter what had gone on during her day or week. She honestly did treat us like her own children. She has also gone above and beyond to ensure her students still got everything they could out of her class when we had to switch to online instruction. One student who is currently in her class said, even though our class is very hands-on and lab-oriented, she found ways for us to learn and to make art in a practical way from home. She is still very invested in her class, even though it would seem nearly impossible to teach it online. As you can see, she is loved among the students of the Honors College and is a great teacher. With that being said, I am proud to present the Honors College Faculty Member of the Year Award to Miss Angela Latham.
Greetings. My name is Donald Schaefer. I'm Associate Professor of English and African American Studies and mentor for the Presidential Scholars. It is my distinct honor to present the award for Outstanding Freshman in the Judy and Bobby Shackouls Honors College for the 2019-2020 academic year. As you know, this year has been a roller coaster. The challenges we face in coping with a global pandemic are many, but our faculty, staff, and most importantly our students have shown both character and resilience as we face these challenges together. Despite the monumental tasks we face, our mission to educate, to empower, and to create knowledge continues. And nobody better demonstrates our ongoing mission than this year's outstanding freshman, Mia Robertson. For Mia, this award is a culmination of an impressive first year that has seen accomplishments both inside the classroom and without. A double major in political science and economics, Mia maintains a 4.0 GPA and is on a trajectory to become a change agent in the field of law. She already serves as co-director of Community and Governmental Relations for the Student Association Cabinet, and she will be coordinating student voter registration drives to take place next year. She also serves on the Student Association Freshman Council and the Speech and Debate Council. Mia's fierce prowess as a debater earned her the title of season-long national champion, competing in the JV debate division. The competition included 305 debaters from 84 schools and was sponsored by the International Public Debate Association. Of course, in the classroom, Mia is equally as impressive. Her achievements are too many to list here, but to name a few, she's a recipient of the Presidential Endowed Scholarship in the Judy and Bobby Shackouls Honors College. She was selected to be a John C. Stennis Scholar here at Mississippi State, and she was awarded the Donald Zacharias Leadership Conference Memorial Scholarship. Mia is passionate about social justice and civic engagement, two things that for her are inextricably linked. She writes, quote, "My paramount interest lies in economic justice and ensuring that those in need are awarded what they require to survive." Mia is most deserving of this Outstanding Freshman Award. So let me be the first to congratulate her on this incredible achievement. Congratulations, Mia Robertson, our 2019-2020 Outstanding Freshman. Thank you.
It's my pleasure this year to be able to present the award for Outstanding Sophomore Achievement, not to just one, but to two students who represent the enormous range of what is possible at the Honors College across the disciplinary spectrum and across campus. I'll present them in alphabetical order. Our first awardee is a biochemistry major from Clinton, Mississippi, who has shown himself equally at home in courses like Old Testament archaeology, financial accounting, and civic engagement. Among, but not exhaustive of his minors are fields like business administration and religion. He is a stalwart on staff in the Honors College office. He has researched policy for the Mississippi State Student Association. He has been known to write papers that weren't assigned just for discussion's sakes. In his hands, a book on Renaissance art is liable to become a meditation on the cultural presumptions of the here and now, an opportunity to reflect on what reconstructing the eye brought to 15th century paintings can tell us about the lenses that we bring to our own interactions, as if we were all ourselves works of art needing to be read. And this is all at some point between cell bio and chem. It's an honor to present the first of these awards to Tanner DeYoung. Our other awardee is a mechanical engineering major from Starkville, Mississippi, who manages a schedule that leaves us breathless. To the engineering coursework, we can count his membership in the MBA Venture Pathway program, his summer research in the Medium Energy Physics Lab, which frankly outstrips my ken, but is said to involve lasers and to stand to contribute potentially to our understanding of the gravitational constant. Alongside work in the classroom and the lab, he competes as a Division I track athlete, sings in the State Singers Chamber Choir, and has led the Lambda Sigma Honor Society. He is the creator of a service organization, Noni's Notes, which stages musical performances at local retirement homes. Dedicated to his grandmother who suffers from Alzheimer's, the organization is a way of putting research on music therapy as a treatment for Alzheimer's and dementia patients into practice. It is once again an honor to recognize yet another outstanding sophomore, Reese Dunn. Congratulations to both Reese and Tanner. We're happy to recognize all that you've accomplished so far, and we look forward to following what you will achieve in the coming years in the Honors College.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Angela Farmer, and I'm an Assistant Clinical Professor of Honors Education for the Shackouls Honors College. Coming to you today from my backyard in order to share the awards for the Junior Outstanding Student Award, we have two juniors who are sharing the award this year. One is Brady Cruz, and the other is Kaylin Sims. Brady is a Provost Scholar who presented his research nationally on humanities and computer science. He's a student who had studied in Oxford. He's a co-editor of The Streetcar. He's a student senator and a member of the women's basketball practice squad here at Mississippi State. A finalist for the Goldwater and the NASA Astronaut Scholarship. Brady also has regularly graced us with his presence working in the office in the Shackouls Honors College. One thing you may not know about Brady that you can find from a cursory search of his profile is that Brady also presented a TED Talk at MSU recently. The TED Talk was entitled The History of the Future and Why Science Fiction Matters. In that you get a lot of information from Mr. Cruz, and you also learn that he's a passionate Halo fan. So thank you and congratulations, Brady Cruz. Our final finalist for the Junior Award is Kaylin Sims. Kaylin is a presidential scholar. She's a dual major in math and philosophy. She also studied philosophy of math in Hungary. One thing you may not notice about Kaylin, unless you do a little deep dive into her profile, is that even in this time of the coronavirus, Kaylin continues to serve, as she is presently offering free tutoring to students in grades 5 through grade 12 trying to learn at home. Her tutoring services include all aspects of math, as well as English and reading, as she's trying to give of her talents even in this time when students are trying to learn at home. I think that says a lot about who Kaylin is. So without further ado, congratulations, Junior Award winners Brady Cruz and Kaylin Sims. Congratulations. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vivier, and I am delighted to present this year's Outstanding Senior Award to Joy Carino. Joy has been a central pillar of the honors community for the last 4 years. She loves people, and people love her. Students, staff, faculty, administrators, everyone. We all love Joy. She is both brilliant and humble, gracious and generous, ambitious and supportive, independent and collaborative. She's a natural leader whose primary interest is building community. I imagine that every professor who has ever taught Joy in any subject has encouraged her to think about graduate school in their field. But Joy has always been particularly interested in language. As an English major, she is captivated by the power of poetry. A poet herself, she has numerous pieces published in The Streetcar, the undergraduate creative arts magazine that she has co-edited for the past 2 years. As a linguistics minor, Joy is fascinated with the ways we learn languages, the way that languages change over time, and the way that some languages spread as others disappear. Joy grew up understanding Tagalog, but speaking English. At Mississippi State, she has studied Latin, Spanish, and Chinese, and as a recipient of the prestigious Critical Language Scholarship last summer, she traveled to Malang, Indonesia, where she participated in an intensive language and culture immersion program. Joy has completed MSU's TESOL certificate, which means that she is formally trained to teach English abroad, and this year she has been awarded a Fulbright English Teaching Assistant Award to return to Indonesia, where she hopes to use traditional Indonesian puppet theater to give students opportunities to practice speaking English. As a Filipino American who grew up in Starkville, Mississippi, as a presidential scholar who has been a friend and a role model and a mentor to other students, and as a critical language scholarship recipient who has traveled around the world and immersed herself in Indonesian culture, Joy has thought a lot about what she considers home. We are lucky that Joy has made the Honors College her home for the last 4 years, and we hope that Joy will continue to think of Mississippi State as her home. Once again, congratulations to Joy Carino, this year's recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award.
We come now to the 2020 Shackouls Honors College Jack H. White Service Award. This year's recipient is Mayuk Dada. Mr. Dada is an intellectually curious student whose passion for learning and education extends beyond his own growth to encourage the growth and learning of others. In him, we see the wedding of intellectual curiosity with compassion, leading to a passion to make the abstract ideas of scholarship have a concrete effect in the physical and social world. His intellectual interest in the environment, agricultural economics, and public policy has led Mr. Dada to take on a leadership role in the Climate Reality Project at Mississippi State University. Mr. Dada was in the first cohort of the Delta Scholars Program and was selected by his colleagues as their spokesperson, and he presented their work at Harvard University. He founded and raises funds for a backpack food program in the Durant Public School System. With the help of Bobby Shackouls, Mr. Dada was able to connect with the Chief Executive Officer of Kroger, with the result of a community garden being founded in Durant, where the parents of the students involved were offered management training positions at the local Kroger store. Mr. Dada is an exemplar of the scholar activist who recognizes the importance of ideas, but then strives and sweats to make those ideas play out for the betterment of real people's lives. It is with delight and pride that I give you the 2020 Shackouls Honors College Jack H. White Service Award winner, Mayuk Dada.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vivier, and I am pleased to present this year's Performing and Creative Arts Award to Joy Carino. Joy is herself a talented vocalist, pianist, and poet. She has sung with the MSU Concert Choir, she has played piano and even written music for numerous events and shows at MSU and in the Starkville community, and she has published her poetry in The Streetcar, MSU's undergraduate creative arts magazine. As co-editor of The Streetcar, Joy has done more to promote the creative arts at Mississippi State in the last 2 years than anyone else on campus. Last year, Joy and Sierra Smith effectively reorganized the streetcar in order to better connect with the campus community. Joy created and led a new outreach team to organize open mic nights, poetry readings, peer review sessions, and social media events. She created events with groups off campus, including a special screening of The Hate U Give with a professor from MSU's College of Education. And she oversaw the development of a new website for the journal, thestreetcarmsu.com. This year, Joy and her new co-editor, Rebecca Van Pamel, have established new expectations for staff members of the streetcar, and as a result, they have fostered an organization that is both more inclusive and more demanding. She coordinated an opportunity for honor students to have tea with a creative writer in residence, and she engineered a last-minute comic strip contest. She has solicited, read, and evaluated hundreds of submissions to the streetcar, and she has led the effort to publish the strongest volume of the streetcar to date. She has left a lasting impression on the streetcar and on creative arts at Mississippi State as a whole. Congratulations to Joy Carino, this year's recipient of the Performing and Creative Arts Award. Congratulations, Joy.
Hello, Shackouls Honors College. This is Anastasia Elder. I'm Associate Dean for Research and the mentor to the Provost Scholars. And I'm here today to announce the winner for the Research Award. And I'm very pleased, honored, and excited to announce that that winner is Hannah Schaefer. Congratulations, Hannah. Hannah is currently a junior. She's majoring in biochemistry with a minor in French. She's a Provost Scholar and most recently the winner of the Goldwater Scholarship. Now, this is no small feat. This scholarship is nationally competitive and highly selective and aims to find students who have the potential to become tomorrow's research leaders. We're certainly pleased that the Goldwater Committee saw the same potential in Hannah that we at Shackles have seen. Hannah will be potentially studying chemical biology and cancer biology as she pursues graduate school in her future. She's been very prolific in her research endeavors here at MSU. She's done research in the Department of Basic Sciences as part of the College of Veterinary Medicine for over 2 years. This has resulted in 9 presentations. Many of them are at national conferences, and she has 1 paper out for review of publication, of which she's first author on. That is no small feat. Hannah's engaged in study abroad in Oxford this past summer, where she of course learned more about Shakespeare, as a good honor student does, but she also engaged in a tutorial course in cancer biology. Hannah was able to further her research activities and skill sets by studying with a research scientist there and explored connections between breast cancer and immunology. All this activity has been done while maintaining a 4.0 GPA, playing flute and piccolo for the famous MSU Maroon Band and the Wind Ensemble, serving as a student ambassador for the College of Ag and Life Sciences, and actively participating in the Wesley Foundation. She's also Phi Beta Kappa. But in addition to all her accomplishments, I'd like you to know that Hannah, first and foremost, is a kind and generous and friendly person. She embodies the characteristics of our Shackles Honor students in that she's curious, she's well-rounded, she's diligent, and she's hardworking. So once again, congratulations, Hannah Schaefer, on winning the Research Award.
The final award is the Dean's Award for Outstanding Honor Student. This award is given to a student who has made a significant and lasting contribution to the Honors College, who is fully engaged in the intellectual community and inspired others to do likewise. Sometimes you don't have to look far for talent. The recipient of the 2020 Dean's Award grew up right here in Starkville, Mississippi. A Provost Scholar at MSU, he served this past year as president of the Provost Scholars, as an honors ambassador, and as an ambassador for the Department of Mechanical Engineering. He is a member of the university's Space Cowboys rocket team and Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society. His research projects include work on small satellite propulsion development, at the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center and on CubeSat cold gas propulsion systems here at our own Center for Advanced Vehicular Systems. In 2019 alone, he had 5 publications and presentations. Following his freshman year, he was the recipient of a prestigious fellowship for Fulbright Summer Institute in Scotland. In 2019, he became the university's second NASA astronaut scholar, and he interned at NASA twice. He is currently deciding between MIT and Stanford for graduate school. For his intelligence, his leadership, and his achievements in research, I present the 2020 Dean's Award to Jacob Easley. In conclusion, I want to thank you all and the honors faculty and staff who worked hard to make this year and this ceremony special. To our students graduating and returning, we hope to see you again very soon on campus. Thank you.